Hey everybody, how you doing? Good morning. So we had the local elections yesterday here in England and Wales, I believe it was. Not particularly a great win for the Reform Party. Yeah, they've won council seats. They've got an MP from Runcorn, which was won by just 6 votes. And this is my point. The way the state the country is in at the minute, you would think that the Reform Party would have won big. That these council seats would have been won by a landslide, and there would have been a massive wipeout of Labour. And there really hasn't been a massive wipeout of Labour. They've kept some of their strongholds. There hasn't been this total, complete annihilation of the Labour Party, and that's concerning. And I firmly believe it's because of the leadership and the way the leadership has taken the Reform Party to the centre ground. That's why they've not really won big in some areas like we thought they were going to do. In some areas, it's a case of actual votes. It's between 1 or 2 votes that they've actually won by. And for the state of the country, like I said, you would think that they'd be way out ahead, especially the way they were polling before the local elections. You know, they were bigging it up, saying, look, we're way ahead of Labour, we're way ahead. And it just didn't translate into reality, did it? And I think that's a cautionary tale about looking at polls and thinking that, yeah. And I think Nigel Farage saw that. That's why he did his U-turn before the council elections on immigration, when he came forward and said that he was going to deport all illegal immigrants in this country, and that he was going to set up a ministry of deportations. I think that was a knee-jerk reaction because he realised that, yeah, you're not going to be exactly winning some of these seats by thousands of votes. It's going to be literally in single digits that you're going to be winning by. I think it's been a cautionary tale for Labour. It's been a cautionary tale for the Tories, but it's also been a cautionary tale for the Reform Party that it's not in the bag, you know, and not to be so arrogant about things. That the jury's still out on whether you're a mainstream party yet or not. I firmly believe that you are. I don't think anything is going to change under the Reform Party whatsoever. I don't think they're going to win big in the general election either, given the turnout and the actual results in these elections. You think they would be winning massively in areas that have been absolutely destroyed by the Labour Party, and they're not. They're really not. I mean, look at Runcorn. You would think that after having a constituent assaulted by a Labour MP, that the Reform Party would be way out ahead of any other party. They simply weren't. They won by 6 votes, and it had to go to a recount at that. They're originally ahead by 4 votes. Labour called for a recount, and they were originally ahead by 4 votes, and after the recount, Reform Party were ahead by 6 votes. So there was literally nothing in it. So don't believe all that. Obviously, they're going to be bigging up Runcorn, saying, look, we won Runcorn, we've got another MP, and all this kind of thing. But they didn't win it by much. There wasn't much in it. And for a party that's claiming to be significant change, that's going to change the face of British politics, it's not particularly a good look. It's not a good result for them, really. And I think this is a wake-up call for them, that the honeymoon period is over and that they can't ride the hype anymore. That they've got to start putting forward serious policies and concrete policies, not just flip-flop around on things and do U-turns weeks before elections, because people are just going to see straight through that. They're going to think, yeah, you're just a mainstream party. I believe they're a mainstream party. I just think they're more of the same. I think any right-wing party now has got to concentrate on bringing out the people that don't vote. That's where the power lies. You've got to convince those people that you are different, that you are going to be changed. And I don't think the Reform Party is doing that one little bit. It's the people that stay at home that you've got to convince to come out and vote. It's no good trying to take your party to the centre ground, hoping that you can scoop up votes from other parties. That's not going to work. And I think these local elections have proven that. That's not going to work. You've got to convince other people to come out and vote that don't vote in council elections, that don't vote in general elections. They're your target. They're your target demographic that you need to come out and convince to vote for you. And the only way you can do that is actions, not words. Anyway, this is Vindicator. Sign off.